OT said you turkey, Skrilla.
You gotta pick a side, nigga.
You gotta pick a side, nigga.
You gotta pick a side, nigga. Is you Zoo or what? Is you the drop or not?
CCK. Yeah. You better go out there, you coming?
Go.
A whole lot of steppers in this bitch, CCK, and y'all know we be stepping on shit. Go. Why y'all comfortable with saying go? Where you got it from?
Lil Bucks has been out of jail for less than a month, and quietly, Skrilla has been in a numbers competition with him, with Skrilla dropping a music video on the same day that Bucks released his much anticipated first day out video called Buck is Free. Skrilla doubled him up on views. For Bucks, his first day out video was a big moment, but Skrilla had a calculated move, basically putting his foot down as a king of Philly drill at the moment.
Big boy been trying to catch him my head.
Bit. Toddy P, my doggy dog, we really running shit. Be duty, baby, that's my baby boy. I name that was Jody. I got my
Baby boy been trying to catch him a what? Baby boy been trying to catch him a bee.
Go. They shot my doggy in his head. I wish they hit his legs. I heard this kid cut the switch. He missed me by a grain. Free my brother out the jails. He got Suboxones.
Drink all my drugs, I need a refill. I done try my hardest, get up off the perks. I took a sub, but it ain't hitting.
Painted red, I'll put it on his head. All Suboxone strips.
I'm the STVPhilly drill, the other side rappers don't even got no provide, bro, what's your contour? Still a pick a side.
Tryna see them people come, stay from out this shit. You pick your side, I put my thumbs down on some driver shit.
Doggies running from behind me, stand on shit that was on purpose. Bust a curry, bust a top, he tapped the brain, leave niggas twitching. When they pushing bell, I got my shooters up in hats. Putting wings on niggas, triple red bean, got switch attack.
Buggers jump out, put wings on a nigga like he Birdman. If it's smoke, then it's smoke, it is what it is.
Bucks never catch the hold up. Who's going to catch Bucks never check the stage? Catching bucket.
Last one we caught was yelling and screaming. He thought he was dreaming. Bounced out on me like at McDonald's. We caught him as soon as he was leaving.
Shut some clown shit. Oh man, why you repeat that shit? You keep that nigga away from me, cause he be moving scary. I told you I don't want no niggas around me that be type scary. How you tryna be gangsta?
On the first day out video, Buck took straight aim at Skrilla. A week later, Bucks released his second video called Cameraman, the name of the song itself being another shot at Skrilla. And again, 2 days after Buck's second release, Skrilla released a video with one of Buck's biggest ops, YBC's FS the Bender, who in the song mentions the people charged in Quadir Cheek's murder. 5-5 Quad from CCK. LM or Lil Mir and YFA4 or Twin 4 are both mentioned in this song called Stupid Eatin'. This beef has gone quietly unnoticed by the general public, and I myself didn't really understand how much these two disliked each other until Bucks came home and released those two videos, which both had a ton of Skrilla disses that most people didn't even notice.
You savage, you this guy a little buzz, are you a junkie?
Because you ran around with Skrilla.
But before we get to the disses, let's of course add some context. Before detention, the two were on a major Philly drill record. Released in late 2023, Hood Hopper featured Poundside Pop, Lil Bucks, and Skrilla. At the time, this was seen as a powerhouse collaboration between the prominent West Philly and Kensington figures.
Bitches want out when he die, I'ma smoke his fucking soul.
It showed that despite different ties and affiliations, they were initially willing to work together.
I told Buckets get the drop on the big apple. Show him with Skrilla, he the hood hopper.
In the song, they rap about working together.
Bitch, how with Big Zoo, where the camper, CCKO to the fort.
And backdooring shared enemies along with Poundside Pop.
And how you hang with all them niggas? I'm trying to kill them niggas.
The backdoor behavior they referenced would later characterize their own deteriorating relationship.
Bro, she said once he catch buckets, kick the bucket over. I ain't even gonna let it happen, my head on my shoulder.
This beef is largely rooted in the with us or against us nature of the Philly streets and drill scene.
Hey, Power OT hit me up, say I gotta pick a side.
Looking back, I could have and should have seen this coming. Skrilla was extremely close to YBC Duel. Lil Bucks is a key figure in CCK, a group that has a long-standing and violent friction with YBC. He was booked at the time, so he had no control over what was going on with the music back in 2023. With the recent YBC indictments, CCK members are charged with the murder of one of YBC Duel's best friends, J100, and YBC members are charged with killing Sonny Goon's brother, Booga. And some are charged with killing Kwai. Skrilla and Bucks dissing each other seemed inevitable looking back. In various interviews and lyrics, Skrilla has mentioned being pressured to, quote, pick a side. His refusal to distance himself from YBC while maintaining ties with CCK affiliates eventually led to Bucks labeling him as fake and untrustworthy. In January 2026, while incarcerated on gun charges, Lil Bucks called Skrilla out on his Instagram stories. Skrilla has largely avoided a direct back and forth, often stating in interviews that he, quote, made it out the city and is focused on his career and religion rather than entertaining street drama. But as we all know, the truth is rarely told in these interviews about what's going on in the streets. Despite a general decline in No Jumpers viewership, Skrilla's April 2024 interview became a massive outlier, surpassing 500,000 views. It served as a raw introduction to his life, his addiction, and the grim reality of the Kensington neighborhood. Contrary to the broken home stereotype, Skrilla grew up with supported, college-educated parents and excelled in basketball. However, the lure of quick money and the normalized drug culture of Kensington proved more influential than sports. He eventually transitioned from the drug trade to music. Skrilla claims to have originated this dark sound, leading to a public dispute with OT7 Kwani, whom he accuses of biting his style.
I noticed that you were saying that you invented the dark music in Philly, and that was the origin of you guys having issues with each other, right? He was claiming it?
Yeah, I don't even really like to talk about this shit though with me and Kwani though, cause like it's just a lot of little nut shit though, but like my entourage and his entourage, you know what I'm saying?
Street shit, yeah.
But at the beginning, me and Kwani was cool, but like Kwani alright though, bro, but Kwani just a bitch, bro.
Really?
Yeah, Kwani a bitch. That's just what it is, bro. He cool and all though, bro, but he just do little shit that bitches do though. Like, you feel me? Matter of fact, Kwani's just a bitch, bro.
I keep thinking you're gonna try to clean it up here, but
yeah, I ain't want to pull his card though, but Kwani a bitch, bro. Kwani ain't never took no piss. Kwani ain't never do nothing. Kwani's a bitch, bro. That's that. I don't even want to talk about it no more though, bro.
Damn.
He's just a bitch. That's just what it is.
Music.
And I ain't never even stamped it now, but it's stamped now though. That's what it is. I fuck with certain people that be around him, bro, but Kwani know he not like that, bro. And the people that's around him know he's not like that, bro. He's a rapper. He a rapper. Kwani's a rapper.
He said that you started rapping on OT7 Kwani type beats.
My videographer, I fuck with Ish though. He cool and all that though. But my videographer listens to all my unreleased music and he goes back and tells him, yo, bro, Skrilla did this type beat. Yo, you should try to do this. You should try to do this. He start trying to rap like me.
Oh shit.
He's doing all the same type beats. He's starting to find all the producers. Yo, I ain't even one of them though, bro. Next question, bro. I ain't even one of them though, bro.
Kwani really a bitch. What the fuck? Oh my God, bro. Damn, I wish I could see him when it's just me and him one-on-one, bro. Like, I wish I could see it, bro.
You think you could have a fade and then be cool again?
He's not gonna want to have no fade with me, bro.
However, Skrilla maintains an acceptance of violence, noting that such risks come with the lifestyle. For the last few years, Skrilla was out here making noise, going viral, and I'm sure driving anybody over the age of 20 mad with the phrase 6'7".
How's your diabetes, man? My diabetes? Yeah, what's your A1C at? 6.7! 6'7! Oh my God! So fucking funny!
Bro was on South Park, collabing with major music artists. He was being shout out everywhere. He was on the Shane Gillis podcast. The crossover was crazy from that song. While all that was happening, Lil Bucks was locked up on probation violations for having guns in his music videos. While serving the last 2.5 years, he has watched Skrilla go from a friendly competitor to sworn enemy, and there's been no direct bloodshed. unless you consider Skrilla a part of YBC. This is a rap beef that is carried over from the streets, meaning the only reason these two beef is because of music, rather than the other way around. To be more clear, if Skrilla wasn't a rapper, this wouldn't be a thing, because he wouldn't have had a reason to have to pick a side between Duel and Bucks, and everything that we're about to go over probably wouldn't have happened. Lil Bucks is a prominent figure in the Philadelphia drill scene, recognized for his aggressive delivery and deep-rooted affiliations with West Philadelphia and the CCK collective. Born and raised in West Philly, Bucks often references O to the Four and the Campers, or CCK, both gangs he's affiliated with. A stable but challenging childhood, marked by the loss of close family members and his father's incarceration, which pushed him towards the streets at a young age. His career is mostly defined by a violent and highly publicized rivalry with YBC, specifically the late YBC Duel. Bucks is known for his disrespectful lyrics, often name-dropping fallen rivals in songs, which helped fuel most of the social media-driven tension and gun violence in the city. Bucks has spent much of his career behind bars. He has been vocal in interviews about how social media and drill music have exacerbated street wars and led to his frequent arrests. These 4 music videos all got him Gag 9-2 summary hearings, and each brought a probation violation. On August 14, 2023, a detainer was placed on him after authorities caught up with him with the violations I just mentioned and a new charge from Westchester County that he caught a few months earlier. Hanif Mangum was sentenced to 1.5 to 3 years of confinement at SCI Smithfield in Huntington, PA. As of late March 2026, Lil Bucks is a free man. Despite being locked up for the last 2.5 years, he remained relevant in the scene through recorded jail freestyles and social media posts. He also dropped a song or two while incarcerated.
Came home, I ran through 50, blew that shit. Every nigga that dissed the guys died, you already knew that.
Now, before we get to the disses, I want to be all the way up front here. I know about 90% of these are for sure disses to each other. Some are more obvious than others, but then I could be reaching on some of them. But I'm going off what I know. I didn't get any inside knowledge or talk to either side. So let me know what you think in the comments. Am I tripping?
He's standing over top, you over top of him like a rapist. Hey, no, I'm going through it.
With 6, 7, 8, 9, hit with 11. By the time maybe they pulled up to the scene, he wasn't having.
J100 was killed in December 2022 and was relentlessly dissed by Lil Bucks and CCK and others.
Big nigga, I know God cooked so bad, he made my bitch feel it. All them fucking dead niggas and you still disrespect.
Skrilla navigated his way through 2023 pretty clean in terms of not being gang affiliated. In August of 2023, however, H.L. Osama was killed. No arrests were ever made, but particular people would diss Osama, including, of course, YBC and all their affiliates.
He dissed the guys and then he died, that's worse than selling out. We get that load on carry it, we come into your house. They call him Wolf and tap his head, they call him Fire Scout.
Bro, they need to take your gun from you. That shit is not right.
You don't jump out.
Oh.
Ever.
Get him off the lot. Get him off the lot.
Ever. Ever.
I don't jump out.
You never jumped out for low yet.
Hey, GB.
You ain't jump out for low yet.
GB, you try to get niggas booked, huh? GB, I don't do that. GB, I don't do all that. GB, I don't do all that. I never did nothing. You're right. Hey, GB.
That's how I never did nothing.
Hey, GB. None of that shit. I never did none of that shit. I don't know.
Hey, yo, Button, when you come back from Atlanta, bro, we gotta talk, bro.
Yo, I really wish Rel was home. He would never join this live here.
Duty scared of us like how he was scared of Sama. Sama was putting that belt on you.
Bro, long live Sama. What you talking about?
Long live
Sama,
man.
that was my man, bro. What are you talking about,
seeing
bro?
you on some weird shit.
I got Sama tatted, bro. That's my man, bro. Long live Sama, bro.
Fuck. My man.
That's my man, bro. I miss my boy Zaire. Nigga, I miss Zaire. What the fuck? That's my man. That's really my man. I miss Zaza.
You miss somehow you miss Low or no?
I miss Zaire more. I really miss Zaire. Like Zaire, that was my dog. That was my heart.
including 616 and Duty Baby, who we'll talk about in a minute. Sometime around August, what appeared to be a fan-made mix of Duel, Skrilla, and Lil Bucks started floating around. So, going all the way back to Hood Hopper, this song serves as the primary proof of their initial professional alliance. At the time of release, Lil Bucks and Skrilla were publicly aligned. But not so soon after, things went awry. While Skrilla's beef with 027 Kwani was the initial tension between the two, when Skrilla started showing outwardly his alliance with YBC, it was a wrap for Skrilla and Bucks/Zoo Gang's relationship. If we had to put a timing on when this beef started, I would probably point to this Instagram live between Duel and Skrilla.
It's me.
Jumping out this diaper. Trying to put it down. Yeah, I got.
Skrilla raps along to the song, which will eventually be called Stop the Violence. This is before Bucks' verse was added by Skrilla and released early the next year. So a few weeks after that Instagram live, which was on December 8th, 2023, on December 21st, 2023, Lil Bucks releases this freestyle.
Some clown shit. Oh man, why you repeat that shit? She said she love me off my shot. She want me beat that.
Hey, shout out to Dropper, shout out YBC, shout out CCK, shout out the Torturers, the Senders, the Benders, the Lenders, the Enders.
About a month after that is when Skrilla actually released the Stop the Violence song that had the artwork with him, Bucks, and Duel on it. And around January 24th is when you started seeing a full version of that Skrilla song out online. Skrilla says, is you gonna lock it in with me or you gonna lock with them?
Is you gonna lock it in with me or you gonna lock with them? Yeah, we diamonds in the rough, but I'm a different gem.
Duel does his usual disses. He disses 39th Street, Zari.
Put that switch to your face, you got a sweat way. Zari at his hot and got shot, ain't let his red chick bust.
He ducked me to shoot.
With Bucks and Pound Side?
Nutty as shit for that, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, how y'all feel about that? Like Skrilla, you know, making music with like, other people.
Shit. No, he can make music with whoever he want, but that song he got where it was him, Duel, and Bucks, that was none of that shit. I don't condone that.
How do you do the song?
Oh yeah, me and him did a song, bro. Me and him did the song first, bro. Me and him did a song first with each other. Then he took the rest of the song and put Bucks on the end.
I swear to God, I've never seen this. What? You combined it? It's on YouTube.
Bro, me and him made a song together, bro. It was just me and Skrilla on the song, bro. The next time I heard it, when I heard the song, when it was done, it was just me and Skrilla. Next time I heard it, it was me, Skrilla, and Bucks on it.
How you feel about that, though?
But I ain't gonna lie, though. Skrilla asked me, did I want to do that shit? I told him, no. He was trying to get me to shoot a video to that joint and all. I'm like, bro, no, bro. Like, what?
He trying kumbaya, bro. Bring it right together.
Nah, bro, that shit not cool, bro. Cause
Try to have a campfire.
Like niggas already letting you get a pass for doing that shit. So once you start taking shit too far, yeah, you can't. Like, you feel me, bro?
Yeah. That nigga, we gon' send a little disrespectful with his other niggas. I been geeked before I came about my grave.
Lil Bucks in the song says he's not trying to squash no beef with Duel because he talked to me.
If we ain't going tick for tack, then why we call it beef? And we ain't trying to squash no beef, it's cause you talk to me.
Almost 2 months after the Bound for Greatness podcast, YBC Duel releases McButtons and McNuggets Part 2, and I think this is probably the beginning of the end for any chance of a relationship between the two.
You want honey mustard, barbecue sauce, and sour?
I want the Ooga Booga sauce.
I bet y'all won't take that. What
You know what the Ooga Booga sauce is?
You want to know I won't take your order and get out my drive-thru list?
Y'all got the Ooga Booga?
You want to get out my drive-thru?
He raps that Duty Baby's his baby boy. He nicknamed that boy Jody.
Duty Baby, that's my baby boy. I nicknamed that boy Jody.
Duty Baby is from 616, a gang that Bucks has been beefing with forever. Probably since he first started, you know, getting into shit. This is probably the first little group he got into something with. Duty Baby says he's part of Lil Low gang. Lil Low. Angelo Walker, who was killed back in 2020, I believe. And there's other reasons for Bucks to not like Duty Baby either that I can't get into on this video. YBC Duel also says that Yaz put the banger on Bucks.
Yaz put that banger on Bucks and made that nigga switch to this to jail.
It's not only a direct diss to Lil Bucks, but the way Skrilla's talking on this is like he picked a side. 4 months after this, YBC Duel is killed, and I think for Skrilla, it's no looking back territory, because after Duel was killed, there was no way he would be able to have a relationship with Lil Bucks. A little over a week after he was killed, Skrilla did an interview.
I do want to ask about McButtons and McNuggets, man. This is one of my favorite ones that you had dropped, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Duel, rest in peace, YBC Duel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, forever disrespecting. Yeah, fucking yeah, yup. His funeral was today.
Later that month, the incident in Chicago happens. And in November, Skrilla did an interview admitting to being shot in Chicago.
Yeah, I got shot in my leg. I got shot in my thigh. Yeah, I got shot in my thigh. For sure. Nah, that's just like, that shit's just like a little cookie for real. Baby, his name Duty Baby. That's like my little brother. He was in Chicago with me too. Yeah, he had got shot with me too though in Chicago.
And he even talks about squashing a beef with 027 Kwani, which I didn't report on at the time because I didn't believe it. In May of 2025, Skrilla released Mason Language.
Maison, meaning house, maison, you could say. Margiela is how it's said in French.
Duty baby, wash it down and leave a nigga twitching.
The next month, in June of 2025, he releases a song called Kill For Me. He mentions putting wings on niggas. He says YBC's gonna live through him.
I'm the one that's pushing bell. I got my shooters up in hats. Putting wings on niggas. Triple red beam, got switch attached. Popped the line, we came right through the back. YBC gon' live through me. I swear I got my strings attached.
All things I feel could be shots at Lil Bucks. Like I said, this is the part where it's not so clear. So let me know in the comments what you think. But 6 days after that, he released a song called Glitchin', which mentions Suboxone, and we'll come back to the Suboxone mention.
I done tried my hardest, get up off the perks. I took a sub, but it ain't hitting. Bust a curry, bust a top, he tapped the brain, leave niggas twitching.
He mentions Busta Curry or Busta Top, who is, I believe, 9 side or 524, but I believe 9 side. He also says dropping buckets, but this could be just, a basketball reference, but it could also be a shot at Lil Bucks.
Dropping buckets, take a look up at I'm lifted.
These are the parts where I said I might be reaching, but I don't know. In December or January, Lil Bucks puts on his IG story where he at Skrilla. In this interview, Skrilla mentions a car accident where him and Mainsky from Chicago smacked out on the highway while driving to a studio in Los Angeles.
I was going to pull up on my friend in Mainsky, and while we was driving, we was driving the Benz, and we smacked out on the highway. Bang. Oh, shit. I ended up we left the car there, got an Uber to the studio. I was never going to the studio to record. I was going there just to go chat it up and just go hang around. And the studio there, and I was just like, okay, we don't got the car right now, let me just record. I'm just about to record, I'm in the studio, everybody left, I'm in the studio by myself. I'm like, let me just record real quick. I ended up making 6-7 for fun. I never really cared for the song at all. Yeah. I had no care for the song.
And that brings us all the way to today, or present day, I should say. A few weeks ago, almost a month ago now, Lil Bucks got out. Then on March 6th, he released his first day out video called Buckets Free, which I recognize some of these lyrics, some of these lyrics might be old, but he's definitely coming at Skrilla and some of these things that he says on his song.
Painted red, I'll put it on his head. On Suboxone strips.
Like you picked the wrong side.
You ain't trying to see them people come. Stay from out this shit. You pick your side, I'll put my thumbs down on some dropping shit.
Why you rapping about them bodies? You ain't even got no bodies.
You ain't even got no bodies. Why you rapping about them bodies?
They put a switch on your engineer for rapping about the bodies, stuff, all that type stuff is coming at Skrilla.
Matter of fact, he said you not wild. The beef, they put a switch on your engineer for cooking up the bass.
That same day, Skrilla put out a song called Bazin', which currently sits at over 1 million views.
Bitch, I'm bleeding, brother.
In this song, he says Duel's catchphrase line, buddy, fro Rizzy Snipe, right? This song came out a while ago, so he didn't just make it or nothing, but the music video was brand new and dropped on this day, the same day that Bucks dropped the first day out video, and he doubled him up on views on this one. And then about a week later, Lil Bucks released Cameraman. Bucks says a couple lines in the song that's definitely coming at Skrilla. They hit my homie in his head, his killer felt the switch.
They shot my doggy in his head, I wish they hit his leg. I heard his killer felt the switch, he missed me by a grain.
Free my homie for them bodies. Nigga got like 6'7". He's talking about Pistol P here, right? Pistol P, I think, was charged for 7 Johns, I think. A couple of them innocents. I gotta go back and double check.
Free my twin, got them bodies. Nigga got like 6'7". Buckets chill, you need the money.
And then 2 days after that, I believe, was when Skrilla and FS the Bender released Stupid Eatin', the music video, which has 201K views, which is a lot better for Bucks in comparison, because Bucks got 157. It's a lot better than that first video he dropped when he got out. In this video, Skrilla mentions LM, who's booked for 5-5 Quad's murder.
LM bounce out, let the switchy bang, she kill on nip. And I get that done for the free ski, pushing P-ski. Brody took the soul, so now he up a beat.
In the end, my feelings on Lil Bucks and Skrilla are, I hate the influence that they have over the youth. I view them both the same as YBC Duel in that sense. People say Duel took it the furthest and was way, way more disrespectful towards the dead. While that may be true, I can't separate the three due to the fact that my view was that YBC Duel had major influence over the youth and still chose negativity and violence in his music. He wasn't trying to find a way to cool things down, even when he had the ear of the whole city. Granted, it's easy for me to say, not having walked in any of these people's shoes myself. But in the end, I'm just an observer, and I try to take an objective look at things. Objectively, Duel had a negative effect on everyone around him and beyond due to his influence. I have the same exact critique for Lil Bucks and Skrilla. For instance, when Bucks came home recently, he made sure to use the attention to mention Free Pistol P. Now, mentioning free your homie is fine. I can't get mad at a person for saying free my dog. But when you got kids screaming Free Pistol P and you try to get the crowd at your show to scream it, that's what gets me a little aggravated.
1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, we're gonna say free Hefe. 1, 2, 3.
It's cringe and corny. Pistol P has done untold damage to his and Lil Bucks community. Who knows how many people Pistol P shot, but along with Skip, Hefe, and others, they have been charged with shooting plenty of bystanders and innocent civilians. In an Enquirer article from April of last year, it talks about how Thule, Pistol P's uncle, and Buka were shot and killed in 2020, and how Pistol P swore to get revenge or get back. As the article states, when he was 18, he straw purchased guns and went on a get back mission and allegedly shot 9 people. Except, according to the DA, none of these people were responsible for Thule and Buka's death. While looking for 524 members who were blamed for the deaths, they shot innocents like Antonio Walker, who ran track for his high school and was walking down the street minding his business.
Just always wanted more. A champion track star and A-plus student is how Nadisha Williams remembers her 15-year-old son, Antonio Walker.
Little nigga try run, but this ain't a trick me. We gon' pull up to your block and we start to claim.
Or Sakar Johnson, a beloved entrepreneur and a clothing shop owner. A state representative's family member was shot and killed, along with multiple other bystanders and innocent victims. With all that widely publicized, Bucks still will go as far as to diss these innocent people.
Shots going off, he tried run, but he got cooked. In the Snoop mob and smoking Mr. Hoodie Man.
To be fair, it's rumored that Sakar tried to line Bucks or someone he knows or something like that, but I can't confirm. What I do know is that Bucks dissed this beloved member of the community on more than one occasion. So I say all that to say that him and Duel are no different. Skrilla promotes Duel, so I view them all the same. And people mad at FS for the gang rape line, just know that he didn't even start that trend.
We hopped out for a deep on him, that shit was damn near rape.
So that's pretty much it for now. This will stay with music for the most part. So this is just rap. This is, it seems like at this point, but I'm just documenting it, seeing what Krasner just did with YBC and CCK in their indictment. It would be beyond stupid to continue anything criminal for these two. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thanks for watching American Confidential, and until next time, be safe.